Welcome to the Tom Bernard Podcast with the family. That being, of course,
Kathryn Brandt.
Andy Bernard.
And Kristyn Burtt.
See, that's all you needed to do. Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We have requests to talk about Scott Adams. Scott Adams, right? Dilbert guy.
Oh,
yeah, he passed away.
He died a couple days ago.
Yeah, he was only in his, 60s, 50s?
I think he was 68, I want to say.
Wait a minute, who died?
The creator of Dilbert.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He had prostate cancer, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was in hospice. I mean, the family was kind of warning, like, we're at the end of his life.
Yeah. He saw this coming at least a year in advance, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, that's one of those things. I got to be honest with you, though. The generation just before mine, of course, I watched them, and it was a drink in the left hand and a cigarette in the right hand, and every one of them died at about 66.
Yeah, you never know.
No, thank you. I'm good with the cigarettes and the booze and all the rest of it.
Yeah, well, pancreatic cancer, too, it's oftentimes caught so late. That's the problem. And that's what happened with Patrick Swayze. Someone who obviously, had so much more life left to live, and, you get pancreatic cancer, and if it's caught really late, there's not much they can do, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's so weird that this time in my life now, because we go up to Minnesota and enjoy the summer and seeing our kids and our grandkids, is always wonderful and blah, blah, blah. But every year when we come down here, usually around the end of October, early November, something like that, I get caught up on all the people who have died since I left, because it's a retirement community. A lot of the stuff down here. But honest to God, did you know that Tim Iliff died?
I don't know who that is.
You know Tim Iliff.
I'm not too.
He was a guy that lived on the ninth hole over at the zoo. And
The ninth hole.
you'd know who he was if you saw him. A really
I
nice
probably
guy.
would recognize him. I've always been really bad with names.
But I
Faces I always remember.
I hate that. You come down once a year. Okay, here's the death toll, and we'd like to present it. Well, why are you telling me that?
It's terrible too, and I feel like it starts you hit your 40s, and then people just start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 39, and it really kind of started with Toots, but then there was a lag period. But I don't know. There's been a pretty constant flow of people dying that I know for the past 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy when it's people your age. I think that's the one that really starts to shock you. It's always oh, so young. That's how.
Oh yeah, I talked on the show actually about Melissa's. What the hell was he? Melissa's best friend's husband's best friend.
Okay.
That clears it out. Somebody we know. Let's just go with it.
But yeah, I just told this story on the show a few months ago about how he was at work and he bled into his brain and just died. And he was I don't know if he was even quite 30.
God.
It happens.
That's terrible.
It does happen, yeah. And all of a sudden, that was just it.
You were very lucky. You had, grandparents for a very long time.
Long time.
Because they live so long.
Oh, Melissa still got one grandma left. So, hey.
Really? How old is she?
Not actually that old. I want to say
the one in North Dakota?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, she's still around.
Wow.
I mean, her grandpa died. He wasn't very old either, but
something to be said for having kids young.
Okay,
An extended family longer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a vote right now. The four of us, well, it'll be the three of you. Raise your hand if you've had not one, not two, but three of your uncles murdered.
You win that. That contest.
I don't know. I haven't had any uncles die yet at all, have I?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Yes, I have Troy.
Troy died, yeah.
Troy was the first one. That's right.
My youngest brother died, unfortunately.
Yeah, the youngest one.
Yeah, so weird.
He's well, he was kind of a go-getter in life, if you know what I'm saying.
But they all were, weren't they? So.
Oh yes.
Okay,
no doubt about
you
it.
don't know who's listening.
Well, no, I mean, it's
there we go.
Do you, Kristyn, do you have areas of your life where there are some, I don't know, cousins or brothers or sisters or whatever that cause problems? You don't have to tell me who they are.
We do. Well, we come from a large
We
family.
do.
I was like, yeah, we do, of course. You know,
The
my
greatest.
mom's one of 6, so there's a lot of cousins.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's so interesting seeing like how people turned out. And you think like, oh, maybe it's just like this one family that, you know, everyone turned out a little bit crazy. But I won't say who, it doesn't matter. But one of my aunts had 4 kids. She had 4 girls, and 3 of them are really struggling, like really, really, really struggling with their mental health. And then there's one who is just like flourishing, thriving, living her life. But there's so much chaos in that with those mental health struggles that she's had to kind of remove herself from the family and not have contact because it's not healthy for her thriving family.
No question. I mean,
I don't blame her. I mean, I'm in touch with her. I'm very close with her, but I was like, you have to do what's right for your daughter and your husband.
Right.
And yeah.
You do.
Yep.
that is the thing to do. There's no question about it. So what's the latest in your life, sister?
What's the latest in my life? Well, we got lots of to talk about. I know someone wanted to talk about ponies. I don't know who brought it up last week, but it's the new Peacock series, and it comes out today. It's about 2 American widows who become undercover CIA agents in the 1970s in Moscow.
Oh,
Really?
Yes. It's pretty good. I watched the pilot for everyone. I don't think it goes deep enough. I feel like there's like a lot of material that they could use, but I feel like they fall a little bit too much into it's the 70s and the fashions, and they fall a little bit too much into that versus the actual story, which I feel like could be really juicy. But you've got Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones in it. You've got Haley Lou Richardson. A lot of people will know her from White Lotus. They're great actresses. I just feel like the writing doesn't serve them as well. But it's available on Peacock beginning today.
I've heard Stranger Things kind of falls into that trap a lot too. It's like, hey, remember the 80s?
It can sometimes, yeah. And I feel like Stranger Things went like this in terms of writing, and you'd have a strong season, then a less strong season. And by the time you reach the end of the series, they were like, we got to wrap this up. The kids are going to be 60 years old at the rate we're going.
I just got a notice today that Peacock is raising their fees, monthly fees.
Yeah, they all are. And I'm going to bet. Do you know what the date is for the raising of the fees? Is it January 31st?
Probably. I would guess that's
we can
true.
look. I'm going to guess because the Olympics start next month.
There you
So
go.
they're getting everybody to sign up. I actually just signed up. I had let my Peacock run out for a little bit because I have screeners and stuff like that, but I wanted to watch Traders and I wanted to watch the Olympics. So I signed up again just in the nick of time, it sounds like.
They raised them July 23rd, 2025, but I haven't seen anything since then.
No, I just got a notice today. I don't know if
it's like a brand new thing.
Oh, price increase coming.
Do you have an annual subscription?
Premium monthly will increase from $7.99 to $10.99. Premium Plus monthly plan will increase from $13.99 to $16.99.
This happened in July.
Well, my guess is that you have a yearly plan and your yearly is up. So they're telling you ahead of the auto renewal.
Yeah.
I remember when television was free.
I mean,
Well, it's why Pluto is kicking everyone's butt right now because people are saying we don't need this. There's plenty to watch on Pluto, and Roku has a bunch of, free content, and people are just saying, you know what, enough is enough.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of ads for something called Friendly.
Oh yeah, Friendly TV. That's a subscription though.
Yeah,
it's
not,
low
it's like
cost though.
Yeah, it's $6.99, but it's like starting at $6.99. So I'm guessing when you add everything else in, it's once again hundreds of dollars to watch.
And the second you get rid of the ads, that adds a lot to the price, of course. So
yes,
I need to point out that Big Dave is saying Ben is waving at you guys on the screen. So we got to wave back to Ben.
Ben the baby.
Ben the baby. Hi, Ben the baby.
he's waving. How old is he? I keep forgetting. I've asked you this multiple times.
How old is Big Dave? Well, his brain is like about 6 months, something like that. Oh, you mean the kid?
Because Colin is 16 months.
Yeah.
And he's barely even waving. He's not a communicator, that one. Yeah,
Sometimes the second one doesn't have to.
Waving at 9 months is really good. Yeah, Colin
I
has
agree.
0 words. The only gesture he does really is pointing. I mean, sometimes he does other things, but I don't know. He's definitely not precocious in that regard.
Ben is 9 months.
9 months.
Was that-
My brother was a runner. Like my mom used to be able to like sit me
yeah.
down in a room with like a bunch of books and I would be left alone. I didn't want to be bothered. My brother was just on the run the second he started crawling.
Did you
That's
see
what Colin
that
does.
story about the toddlers that were running down the road?
Oh,
In
my
Florida, right? It was in
God.
Florida.
Two
Yes.
of them. Two.
Yep.
They were
Were they
running down
were they
the road.
twins? I didn't read the whole story.
Don't
Two
know.
toddler girls wander onto busy Florida. Well, I can't end in a
That
good
dad
way.
that saved him, not their dad, but someone else's
Yeah.
dad.
They
Thank
had
goodness.
no idea they were
Cocoa
gone out of
Beach.
the house.
Cocoa Beach. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
up
there's
north.
I think
there are
one
two
was 3 and
toddlers.
one was 2. I think.
Oh.
Oh, how terrifying.
is-
I found a kid on the road once.
Yep.
I was driving into St. Michael. I don't know why. And it's just there's one little road that goes through this. It's a very small town and they're major intersections. So I was going there. There was like this little parking lot circus thing going on, with the little Ferris wheel that they set up. I don't know if they even do those anymore.
They do them in California a lot.
Okay. And I see this little kid on the side of the road and he's going to cross the road. And it's a very, it's busy.
God.
And I'm looking around. I'm like, there's no parents. There's no one on a bike. There's no one. So I pull over and I said, hi, honey. Where's your mommy? He points at the Ferris wheel. Circus, circus, circus.
Circus.
So he was really little.
Oh.
And I picked him up and I just started door knocking and I'm like, do you know who this kid is? The neighbors. None of the neighbors knew who this little child was. I'm like, how does nobody know who he is? I finally get to a door and they answer it and I don't remember his name even. It was so long ago. And they're like, Ethan, what are you doing? They had no idea he was
God.
out of the house.
Oh.
That
He could
is
have
so
easily-
scary.
I know.
One thing I will tell you about yesterday, though, those 2 little kids, that a strange man went into the street and saved them.
Well, I saved a kid
Right?
too.
Here's the great part of it. So he goes and saves the first kid. He's got one kid in his left arm. So he goes to the second kid. As he's walking up the second kid, the little kid goes,
Well, yeah, they're probably scared to death.
Yeah.
I want to get out of here. Let's
It's-
go.
I mean, the thought of like what could have happened. And even you think of like, okay, a busy road, obviously, but you also think of like, what if the wrong person had picked them
Right.
up
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Exactly. Never see
You
him
never know.
again.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you
Oh,
told the story about
very
seeing a
scary.
kid at the side of the road, I thought you were we were near a gas station and these kids were jaywalking and you like slammed on your brakes so they could pass.
Yeah.
And I remember
yeah.
like as the kid finished crossing the road, he called you a bitch.
I
And
remember
was
that.
like, why did he say that?
I
don't
remember
I
that.
literally don't even get why he did that.
Yeah.
Still, to this day.
That was right next to a trailer park by the gas station.
Yeah, I remember that gas station.
Rockton Hill Road and
Mhm.
County
Yeah.
Road 30. I remember
Yep.
that to this day. I'm like, okay, well, no
Yep.
good deed goes unpunished.
I was like 8 years old, I think, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wonder
It's the
how
same-
they turned out.
I wonder.
You gotta wonder.
The same gas station. I remember one time we went in and bought something, and we went back to our truck in the pouring rain. And I think they gave us like an extra dime, and you were like, "Go return their dime." And I'm like, "It's pouring rain out. I'm not going to go outside and give them a dime back." And you were like,
Well.
"Yes, you are." You made me go back into the gas station to return the extra dime in the deluge.
It's a good lesson for you.
We're a good
Yep.
law-abiding family.
Yep,
Yes.
we are. Always have been.
Absolutely.
No question about it. What is that show we've been watching, Kathryn?
Well, there's been many shows.
No,
we've
the
been
one
watching.
last night we watched. The new one.
A new one?
Well, I mean, it's new this year, I think. What the You were talking about it a couple of days ago.
I was.
Yes. I think so.
It's all her fault?
It's all
So-
her. All her fault on Peacock.
On Peacock.
Yes.
Sarah Snook and
Yeah.
yes,
We're on episode 3.
it's so good, right?
It
Are you
is
enjoying
really
it?
good.
It's hard to watch, though. It's hard to,
Mm-hmm.
because you're like, is it the dad? Is it the mom? Is somebody in cahoots with somebody?
You just feel like you're being gaslit through the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
That's
Absolutely.
yeah. I'll be curious when you guys get to the last episode. You let me know. But yeah, Sarah Snook is a fantastic actress. She's so good.
No question.
Everett Smith has a story. Highway 23 going to St. Cloud.
Oh, it clicked up.
There you go.
There it is.
Little kid going down the road on a big wheel.
Oh,
blocked
My-
traffic with the truck.
Block traffic.
Took him over to the parents who were being with their friends in the driveway.
I didn't even know
Highway
they.
23 and a big wheel.
Oh, God.
Why not?
But the parents don't even get a rat's ass. They're sitting on the porch having a little barbecue.
Yeah, they can go surprisingly fast on those big wheels.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
they
remember
would go screaming.
Sage when he was like 2 years old. He had one of those Strider bikes,
Mm-hmm.
just tearing around the cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
He could have been gone we could have turned around for 10 seconds. He could have been gone.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if he
No
would have taken that
question.
thing. Oh my gosh, yes.
No, it's so scary. Toddlers are so quick too. Like you turn your
Yes.
head and then you're like, wait, how did you make it downstairs? How is that possible?
Yeah, we literally do that all the time. We're like, Colin is right next to me, and then I go do something for literally 3 seconds. Like I blow my nose and I turn around, and he's just like 5 rooms away.
And has opened 16 cabinets or something like that. You're just like, how is that
Yeah.
possible?
He's already he's reaching for doorknobs. He understands how doors work already. He's too small to open the doors, thankfully.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's like reaching for doors and that sort of thing. And he's going to be opening cabinets any day now.
That's one of the good things about technology is having a ring, doorbell so that
Oh,
you
God,
know
absolutely.
when they open and shut a door. That is
Yeah, it's happened a million times.
really
We get the
nice.
ring notification because Ethan left the front door, and we go run out to get him. It's like,
Yeah.
And we even have we bought these latch things that you have to delatch in order to open the front door.
Yeah, the
But he
child
learned how to
safety
defeat
locks.
those in 2 weeks. It took him no time at all to figure out how to just do it. So those are useless unless they're physically incapable of doing it, like a deadbolt, 5 feet off the ground.
Mhm.
They're just gonna figure those
Yeah.
things out in no time.
Well, they'll just bring a chair over and do it anyway. They're not dumb.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a while too. We can put things up as much as we want, but he'll figure out a way.
Yes.
Kristyn, question for you is
No.
rolled up again.
I see gratuitous sex. I don't
This
know
one?
if they want it
Yeah.
or not. Okay.
Is there anything streaming right now that is a good show without a ton of gratuitous sex?
It's all her
that-
fault. Doesn't have.
Yeah, All Her Fault doesn't have any.
Right.
Just trying to think. The Beast in Me, I don't think that had any.
Even though it
gratuitous
sounds
sex.
like it does.
It doesn't though. It's more about mental. It's more psychological.
Yeah. We're
Beast in
on
Me.
I don't know. We're plotting. I think it's really good. The acting is great. The
Which
writing-
one? Beast in
Beast
Me.
in Me.
Yeah,
Little
Beast in Me is
slow.
fantastic. Beast in Me is on Netflix. All Her Fault is on Peacock. Both of those have been two of my favorites over the last
they're pretty
couple
good.
of months that I've watched. And I'm just trying to think. I mean, if you're looking for something a little bit lighter and you have Apple TV, I would say Palm Royale. You've got 2 seasons to watch there.
It's really good.
It's really
Yeah.
good. And then
Pluribus is.
Pluribus is fantastic. You also have The Studio is hilarious. The Studio, I mean, that whole season, I was laughing out loud. Like that gave me belly laughs. I love that.
I don't think we've watched that one.
No,
We have
not
a
yet.
couple of visitors who wanted to say hi quick.
Okay.
Okay.
look who
look at
it
that
is.
little sweetie face.
Bye-bye,
Hi. Where did he
He's
get
like,
that big
"Whoa."
round head from?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. For new listeners and particularly new viewers,
Oh, what a cutie.
Officer Dave sitting on the couch holding.
Really?
I
Just
think
because
Exactly.
he's ready for
Is
his
that
own
right?
podcast.
Just because I mentioned Dave, you don't have to hit yourself.
Colin does that all the time too. He goes like this.
Does he?
I don't know what
3
that is.
pounds away. Still got the Christmas tree right behind you. That's very, very sweet.
Just the
What a cute kid.
very cute.
Beautiful.
You're lucky.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, officer.
Bye.
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 He's not looking there. Hi.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Come back soon.
He's like, who are all those people?
Come back soon.
Oh.
Very sweet.
There we go.
Weird.
Thanks,
Bye.
officer.
Look, they're so dang.
Oh, no, he's doing it.
So
See,
cute.
Once again, that is such a big part of everyone's life. Like Officer Dave does the show once in a while and all the rest of it, but it just all the new people that come forward family is very important to the listeners of this show. It's very well. It's the whole family's on the show with some of our great friends, and people love that because they're sick
true.
to death of these families breaking up every 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. That's all you hear about.
Yeah,
It happens.
it's all true.
We should tell our little warming story about the guy in the wheelchair.
Oh, the guy. Yes.
We were walking down the sidewalk, and there was this. Well, how old would you say he was? Older,
He was old.
black gentleman in a wheelchair, and
Yep.
he had a Vietnam
God, it was
vet
sweet.
hat on.
Yeah, he was about, I would guess, 85.
And he looked like he was struggling to, like
Yep.
move along in his wheelchair, and he was carrying an umbrella, and and we moved aside, and we said, hi, and
Thank you for
and
your
I said,
service.
I said, thank you for your service. And Tom said, and I didn't hear what he said. And Tom says, do you know what he said back? I said, no. He said, thanks for looking at me.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, God. That still hurt my.
I
When
know.
you said that,
I'm
I was like,
like-
oh, God, I had to hear that again.
I'm like tearing up, gutted. It was like, just thank you for looking at me.
Thank you for looking
I'm
at
so
me.
sad.
Oh, look
No.
out. Kristen's going to lose it.
Oh,
She-
I guess
I
I'm-
promised I wasn't going to cry on the show in 2026. I did that in 2025.
No. I know. I'm still, every time I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, that's like just looking
Yeah,
at
I know.
you. That's
We
all-
need to treat our veterans so much better.
I
So
know.
much better.
Well-
Felt so
Frustrating.
bad.
I'll give you an example too. This is exactly what. And look, there are great shows out there that take the far left side. There are shows that take the far right side. There are a lot of politics on some of the shows, or there's sports. They're screaming about sports, and oh my God, our team has to win. This is about family and family friends. It's about, I, in my particular case, it's about gratitude. Because 45 years ago, I met this really cute woman.
Who was
I don't
that?
know whatever happened to her.
What was
Then I
her
met Kathryn.
name?
How cute was she?
Well, let's see. Let me think about that right now. But no, I mean, that's the one thing I love about this. A lot of it is about family. I mean, Kristyn, we've talked a lot about your family and all the rest of that. Andy and Alex's families developed during this show. I mean, back when it was on The Q. But I mean, I don't know if there is another podcast. There has to be, because there are tens of thousands of them. And I'm not trying to tell anybody how to run their family. That's not what this is about at all. This is about appreciating how wonderful you have it because you have your family. I mean, if without my family when I was a kid, I would have killed someone. I can guarantee you that. If I didn't have a family when I was a kid, that would have pissed me off to the point I would have probably murdered
Well,
someone.
you
Well, that's what happens a lot,
Probably known
actually.
that.
Is I
It
mean,
does. Yep.
if you look at like people who grow up to become killers and that sort of thing, a lot of
Yep.
it is like most of them. I think the majority never met their dad. Their mom didn't really care that much about them. They
Correct.
probably didn't have any. If they had any siblings, they were also in gangs and stuff like that. It's not having a social net really seems to the default seems to be to become a criminal.
Well, I think that's a small minority
Unfortunately.
of people. There's lots of
Well, I'm not saying most people without fathers become criminals, but most people who are
Well-
criminals don't have fathers.
Right.
that does seem to track.
That is very, very true. But I mean, that's why it really is. This is not some bullshit deal. It really is important to us to all talk about how much we love looking at little babies, or how much we love our friends, or how much we love our family. It's not made up. It's what, I was told the whole time I was a little kid, and I guess, and it wasn't my idea to put this together. That's not what I'm saying. But all I ever talked to people about was, because I suppose my dad was hauled off in a straitjacket. That might have something to do with it. But how can I keep my family together? I, at the time, was 7 years old, and I'm trying to figure out a way to keep the family together.
That's interesting because usually you do the same thing that you grew up with.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time people do exactly what they grew up with.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, that's why this family's so important to me, because that family was very important to me as well. It's a huge thing in my life. I don't know. Is family as important as it used to be across the board?
Oh,
Depends on
I
where
mean,
you go.
I think so, but I think people also define family sometimes a little bit differently. Because
Well, that's
living out in
fine.
California too, a lot of people live far away from their family, the one they grew up with, and I find it's really interesting because California is always like a state of transplants.
Yeah.
You create community sometimes in a different way.
Yeah.
No, I well,
Friends,
sure.
yeah.
No question about that. But I just, that's one thing I do love about this show, and the people really respond to it and leave me messages. They leave them on here all the time, actually. Is family talked about on social media a lot? Is talked about on, what's really funny and it's really uncomfortable for me? I almost just said, is this something they talk about on all the big shows? There aren't any big shows anymore.
It's just social media. Social media is the talk show,
Exactly.
It's the truth.
It's
Well, there's
hilarious.
scads and scads of
Yep.
TikTok and Instagram things. That's all it is their kids doing stuff. And
Yeah, absolutely. You can
stuff
find
and-
it for sure.
yeah, it's
And
out there for sure.
That comes with its own set of issues too, when you put your whole family out there, because kids under 18 and especially under 10 really don't have that voice to say like, hey, I don't want to do this. And a lot of kids, because we already have that generation, that first generation of YouTube kids that came up, and for a lot of them, they said it was really harmful to have a camera shoved in my face and expected to perform. It's like the new version of Shirley Temple, but it's now on social media. And some states, I know that Illinois, California, Utah have all passed similar to Coogan laws, essentially. So parents have to be paying their kids. Yep.
Andy, who's that post from in the middle there?
Who's that?
Look at that.
Joy Kirk. That would be my mother-in-law.
Oh,
go.
that's
Melissa's
nice.
mom. Hi, Joy.
Ethan's grandma.
Joy, look at that snazzy hairstyle you got there, Joy. What's that all about?
Good photo.
Quite the hairstyle.
That's a really good photo. Family is the most important thing on earth. There's no question about it.
Well, yeah, we see
In
them
our
pretty much
lives.
every weekend, and
Sorry. I heard Ben is already thinking about suing Dave for putting him on this show. I was lawyering up.
See, now there you
He
go.
couldn't
right there.
consent. He could not consent to this wave.
don't worry,
Forcing me to wave against
I'll
my
make sure
will.
Dave doesn't profit from that at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing that I do, and I'm glad this kind of came up in any case, but because there are great shows out there. Like Sush does a great show based on politics, and the fellas do I think they do like 4 or 5 sports shows a day, something like that.
You do a bunch, yeah.
They do a bunch, but I just love the fact that there's an opening, and it's across the board, an opening for somebody who just wants to talk about living daily lives and, how this works and that works, blah, blah, blah. I love doing a family oriented show. I absolutely love it because it's the most important thing to me in the world. It absolutely is.
It's interesting you mentioned that because it makes me think, so you all know what anime is.
Yep.
Japanese cartoons, basically. One of the most popular genres of anime is called slice of life, and it's literally just like people living in Japan. And it's popular with Japanese people. It's not like, oh, look how they live in Japan. It's like, imagine a cartoon like, I don't know, the Flintstones, except it's not a comedy and it's not in the past. It's just like a couple going about their day, and that's the show.
Yep.
And that's huge in Japan because people in Japan love that whole like cozy family dynamic.
That's
it's like,
exactly right.
just
It's
going
a
about your day. And
Same thing with the social media. They do DITL. If you see DITL, it's day in the life. And those vlogging, those vlogs do very, very well.
yeah, absolutely. But like in America, we also have a lot more of like the whole IRL streamer thing, the in real life. But it's always like super manufactured drama.
Yeah, yep.
They're always looking for trouble and stuff like that. And that's definitely like, it's a symptom of how America is, I think. And a lot of the West, honestly. Like in a lot of countries, you're not going to see people going out and trying to make trouble so people can watch it and be like, look at all that trouble. I love watching this.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, honest to God, as I look back on the whole situation, if I hadn't had my brothers and sisters and my mother telling me that, no, Tom, most families love being together and they love spending time together, and it's, blah, blah, blah. Your dad had to go. And, so she explained the whole thing really, really pretty well. But you still look around and you go, why did that have to happen?
Yeah.
You know, you're always going to wonder why my dad, why my mom, why my brother, my sister.
Mm-hmm.
It's just part of life, I guess. It's just the way it is, you know.
Well, you would have ended up fine anyway, because you had old Jewish men telling you not to act like a schmuck. So
That's exactly right. Plymouth Avenue. And again, I just love it. Was basically Italian, Catholic, Black, and Jewish. I learned so much more about culture than the average kid in Minnesota. I learned about every kind of culture you could come up with, which I really do appreciate. I mean, I love, you know, what it means to be a Jew, what it means to be Black, what it means to be Mexican. You know, you go down the list of the whole deal. It just, I was very unlucky in some ways, but then I guess there's proof there is a God, because I was very lucky in other areas. And along, I guess, as there's some balance, that works out pretty well, doesn't it?
Yep.
I think so. I think so. And oh God, you got to go. My God, we got you holding you up, and it's just
We gotta
terrible.
go.
No, but it does. It's very,
She's got her sweatband on her head.
there you go. Charlie from Albuquerque. Sounds like Seinfeld, a show about nothing.
yeah, honestly,
It's true.
Pretty much.
Seinfeld
was-
made hundreds of millions of dollars off that.
Seinfeld was like a commentary on slice of life, though. It was like people going about their day and then like reacting to the absurdities of real life. But that's
Yeah.
what. Can you imagine Seinfeld without the jokes? It would be the worst show ever made.
Oh my gosh.
ever made.
Right. That's
Yeah,
true.
like Jerry and Elaine go and get a salad, and then they eat their salad, and then they
I
go
just
home.
want a big salad. A big
Yeah.
salad.
She ordered a big salad, and then she got her big salad, and everything was fine. The end.
I gotta be honest with you, though.
Watch that. I don't think
You just-
anyone would like that show.
You just mentioned it, and I gotta tell you this. I loved watching Seinfeld. I thought it was a great show. Loved watching it, and then I met Seinfeld. Never
He's
watched it again.
curmudgeonly. He's
What
so
an arrogant
curmudgeonly.
asshole! Oh God, he is not a nice person.
He's not well liked in Hollywood either. Like that's the
No,
funny
I
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Because he's curmudgeonly, and also
Yep.
like, hey, why was he dating a 17-year-old high school
Well, there
student
is that.
when he was almost 40? Like
40 and
now,
17.
we would all be like, what is going on? But it was not called out at the time. I mean, that's bad.
Well, look back at some lyrics from basically any song back in like
Oh,
the
yeah.
70s and 80s. Half of the songs out there were about like, I was 70 and she was 12. It's like,
Yeah.
Steven Tyler essentially becoming
Oh,
the
yeah.
guardian of his like 14-year-old girlfriend. And I say that in air quotes because I don't think of 14-year-olds when you're, in your late 20s. The mother signs over their daughter so she can cross state lines and go on tour with him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Honest to God, I just don't understand it. I really don't.
There was
Never
a
will.
whole episode on Parks and Rec, which we're just watching
I
for the
love
first
That's a
Parks and
time.
great
Rec.
show.
It is a
It's
great
so
show.
funny. If you haven't watched it in a long time, it's worth a
it's a really good
rewatch.
show.
It's so funny. There was a whole episode about what's Chris Pratt's character's name? I don't remember.
Andy.
Anyway, he was,
Is it Andy?
Yeah.
I think it was,
Oh,
wasn't
was it Andy? Okay. Should be easy to remember for me.
Yeah,
Um,
you would hope.
But he was, he was interested in this person who wasn't 20 or 21, and the formula is half your age plus 7 years. Is
Yep.
what, that's like that's. I'm like, oh, I didn't know there was a formula. I thought that was.
Oh, that was the
hilarious.
thing well before Parks and Rec. I remember when I was like a teenager, people were going with the whole half your age plus 7 thing.
It kind of seems to sort of work.
It works for an age range. Like if you're not too old or not too young, it's good.
Yeah.
I remember mathing it out one day because I was like, when does that apply? But I think it's like between the ages of like 20 and 60 or something like that. It works more or less fine.
But
'Cause,
like
like-
when you're Leonardo DiCaprio and no one gets older, like he gets older, but the girls stay the
Yeah.
same.
Yep.
Yeah, he keeps getting older. They stay the same age. Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
It's pretty gross.
All right, why don't we just start tomorrow's show since we kept you for so long?
Here's what's happening this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes. See you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kristyn Burtt, Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll take a break. Be right back. Is Britt coming on?
Sure is.
Excellent. We'll be right back.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, exactly. We'll be right back. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Pally?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant, taking care of business. Brand new advertiser today, kicking it in. And by the way, I love this because I definitely want to do this. I talked to Kathryn about the Heart of the North tours. You ever wanted to see some of our most beautiful national parks and monuments in the most amazing way you can? I've got a trip that you must be a part of through my friends at Heart of the North Tours. It's a Southwest National Parks and Monuments tour happening this April and features the Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam, Bryce Canyon, Arches National Park, Zion National Park, and so much more. Heart of the North Tours has a reputation for developing their fantastic tours that include airfare, lodging, bus tours, and so much more. For more information, go to heartofthenorthtours.com or call 833-424-2700, 833-424-2700 to speak to Mike, who's a total pro and a really good guy too. I know Mike, really good guy. In any case, Mike's a total pro at coordinating these tours. As a matter of fact, I want to talk to Mike as the year goes on. We used to do, when I was at the Q, we used to do tours to Vegas and that kind of thing. And one year, 6,000 people showed up. I'll never forget that. I would like to set up some tours because I just think we'd all have such fun together. That was so much fun that it reminds me, hey, we should maybe do that with Heart of the North tours. I think it's a good idea. It all happens April 18th through the 25th. There are limited spots available, so book now. It's a trip of a lifetime that you don't want to miss. Da, 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 da. Ladies and gentlemen, what's your name? No.
Yeah. Happy New Year. I don't think we've seen you, have we?
No.
I hung out with Tom last week.
Yeah, last week. Yep.
Happy New Year, Kathryn. How's your New Year going?
Moving.
Yeah. Do you feel like are you somebody who kind of sets his resolutions or like a manifestation? What's your vibe?
No. I used to do that all the time, and I was like, within 3 days, I was like, what was it again that I was supposed to be
Totally.
doing?
Well, I told the statistic on one of the episodes. I think it was the last episode we did before the first. And it's something like 90% of people fail their resolution within a month.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. So it's like for the overwhelming majority of people, New Year's resolutions are very pointless. You have to be very strong-willed in order to be able to like successfully do that sort of thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, the statistics about the people that actually use a gym membership versus the amount of people that belong to a gym membership. Yeah. Every January, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, can't even get a treadmill, can't even use the weights. It's so busy, and by February, it's back to normal.
Well, I am very thankful because of them, my gym membership isn't as expensive. So I love the January hardcores and then the dropping off, because I use Lifetime constantly. Because of the child care. Right. Their showers are better than mine. All of the things.
Jill Parnham Paulson is saying, yes, set up some tours, get-togethers. I love that idea. You were on some of those tours, Brittany. So was Kathryn.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've done so much with all that stuff. It sounds like a blast. I love it when somebody else sets all that up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we don't want to set it up, but we just want to go on the day. Matter of fact, it's Quitney. So say hello. It said, "Oh, it's Quitney." Tire Carver.
Yeah, I've never seen Arches or Bryce National park.
No, I know.
That'd
I
be a
think
great
that
trip.
I would love to set up a tour with you. It'd just be
You
wonderful.
don't have to worry about ticks because
How
there
about-
aren't any in the desert.
Next one says Brit, and the final one says Brit heads unite.
That's my whenever I do my fake like when I do my fake Instagram lives or like whatever, I'm like hashtag Brit heads, and now people like to make fun of it because it's just so stupid. I love it.
It's just unbelievable. Well, no, it's wonderful. Look at all the fans you have.
Look at all my Brit heads.
I
Yeah,
know you're
right?
Brit heads. Things are kicking ass. There's no question about it.
Tom, are you a Brit head?
Always have been since you were what, like 21 years old?
Yeah.
I
I've always
think you're
thought of you as
21.
a big Brit head.
You have always been a big Brit head. It's absolutely true. There's no question about it. I think the whole family loves Brittany.
Yeah, I adore your whole family.
So it should be.
So what's going on with you guys? What is what are the things you're concentrating on this week?
I'm trying to take a look at the new house that we bought and look
Condo.
around. Yeah, it's a condo, but it's
Where?
a huge condo. God, this thing is. I didn't know it was this
Well,
big.
it's in Florida. It's close to where we were downtown, but
About
it's
5,
away
6
from the
minutes away.
fray, and the downtown area is just getting to be so
So noisy.
busy and
Yeah,
building
there is.
everywhere. And
Well, Brittany, we had a deck. We had an 1,800 square foot deck on the 16th floor of the building. We could see for miles out into the ocean. We could see miles and miles and miles. Well, there's a 30-story building going up across the street, so we'll be looking straight up from the 16th floor
into hotel windows.
into hotel windows.
No,
Like,
thank
nope,
you.
not happening.
No, I mean you
Yeah.
could cancel your HBO Max subscription, but
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
oh, that sounds awful. You guys move every what year? It feels
no.
like. Oh
Yeah,
my
well,
god.
For the past, I think we determined for the past 6 years, you have moved on average one time per year. Horrible.
I set that tone when I was a kid. Our house burned down. We had to move.
Yep.
We got repossessed. That had to move. Then Dad was hauled off in a straitjacket, so we had to move. I'm just used to moving every couple of times a year, you know.
Shake it up, brah.
Shake it up, baby. But you know what? And I'm not trying to be some pain in the ass here, but I really do love the fact that I believed when I read as a little kid, if you work hard enough in America, you will achieve what you want to achieve. And
Yeah.
I believed it as a little 7-year-old boy. And as it turned out, it was 100% accurate.
That's amazing.
Doesn't mean that. What are you doing?
We don't need this pink sticker on here
Oh, there's
anymore.
a pink sticker on there.
Sorry.
What is
Oh,
that?
but I'm talking and she's just
Microphone?
schmoozing. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Oh, is that one of your Paw Patrol stickers or whatever you used?
So I'm trying to make a very important point, and she chooses that time to take the sticker off.
No, I'm ADD. I have to do it when I do it.
My God, it's just a disaster.
Otherwise I'll never remember. I'll
There's
think
no
about
question. But no, I mean, I honest to God, in my own head, think that I was the personification of what America's supposed to be. Born dirt poor, all kinds of murder and drug dealing, and just people thrown off buildings and all kinds of shit. But I put my shoulder to the wheel and said, America says that you can achieve anything if you're American. So I just believe that. I to this day believe it.
That's
because-
amazing.
Well, it just worked out so nicely. It was wonderful. Doesn't mean everybody's happy for me. Don't get me wrong.
Who needs other people's happiness?
Well, I don't. Believe me.
Exactly.
I do not. No question about it.
Yeah, if you were too likable, you would never be good on radio. So don't worry about it.
Probably true. It's probably true.
Tyler
Yeah.
says Tom refuses to put down roots. We lived in Dayton for 16 years. That's
Yeah.
a decent amount of
years.
time.
17 years,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
How long did we live in Golden? Or yeah, I guess you live in Golden Valley. It was a decent amount of time, wasn't it?
Like 9 years, I
10?
think.
Yeah, 9 or 10.
years. Mhm.
That house was wild. Did you guys?
It
Did you guys
was.
ever miss that house? You were like, "That's a lovely
Yeah,
house."
it was a great house, but
I
it was
missed
too
the-
much house.
I missed the house, but I did not miss the pricks across the lake
No.
standing there
Wow.
naked saying F you to my
Screaming
wife.
at everybody. Yeah,
I didn't care for that at all.
Yeah,
No, that's
the
not that
Minnesota
great.
nice thing wasn't a thing.
No, it was not a
Anyway.
thing.
You informed them. You're supposed to be Minnesota nice, you naked
Yeah.
man.
Well, I will say
and-
this. We have a sunroom with fairly old windows that we had to replace, standard windows.
Mhm.
There was a bunch of them. It was not cheap. It was, in fact, extremely expensive to replace those windows.
All right.
The house in Golden Valley had, 10-foot by 4-foot windows across an entire wall?
And there were, about 12 of them?
At least probably 8 or 9 or maybe 10. I mean, I cannot imagine how much it's going to cost to replace those windows. That alone would be a good reason to vacate the premises.
Well, I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, that's one of the things that was happening. I mean, Tom got fired from his job, so that was a big, like,
That's
you
not, that happened after we moved.
That was
no, but I'm just saying.
Oh, I
so
see.
when we were in Golden Valley and you guys moved out and we were in this gigantic house and we're like, we have 2 floors we haven't even been on in 3 years. What's the point of this? And they raised the property taxes to like $50,000 a year or something crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's just only so much money I want to spend on being in a house.
That's true.
I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful house, but they've started taxing you to death. The insurance rates were crazy. It's just, things with real estate just went so mental.
But let's talk about the real reason. Well, first of all, it's a beautiful lot and all the rest of it out on it.
It's a great spot.
You had to go over a bridge to get to our house and all that stuff. But I talked to several people who worked at the city of Golden Valley. I had many friends that were cops in Golden Valley and all the rest of it. And, that area that's attached to North Minneapolis right there was not always the best area to go through when I was a kid, believe me. So Kathryn and I spent a ton of money buying land and building a house to try to bring, the whole thing was, hey, look, we're here. Why don't you come down here, live here? We'll build it all together. Those people couldn't give a rat's ass left.
Minneapolis was also on the upswing, and it was really fun.
It was.
We didn't have all of this political turmoil every 15 seconds. So it was a different time.
It was.
This was 20 years ago. So that's
was it really?
Yeah, when you built the place 20 years ago.
Oh, 20 years ago. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Minneapolis was thriving. Businesses were moving there.
Yep.
It was such a cool place to live because I rented a house not far from you guys in Golden Valley over, was that Byerly's right over there?
Golden Valley
right over
Road
behind there. And I'm
100.
telling you, as a runner, that Theo Park,
Theodore Worth. Yep.
Everything. I mean, I ran that constantly. I'm like, Broke McGee just constantly like, all right, got to go to the gym, aka step outside and do like 5 miles just around the city. It was amazing.
Yep, absolutely.
Those were great times, no question. It was a lifelong dream to live in this magnificent house on an island and have a boat and all that stuff. It was great. There's no question about it. We loved it.
Yeah, when you're gardening, you see a bunch of guys in the forest circle jerking. It's like, okay, maybe I don't want to be here anymore.
Let's move. What do you say?
I don't like this.
And by the way, I talked to the mayor about it, and they would do nothing about it.
That's because one of the circle jerkers was on the park board.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he was involved with the circle jerker, but he was a nudist, and he wanted it to stay. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, what a difference. I moved from Eden Prairie, and now I live in Minneapolis. One thing I kind of like about the Minneapolis police, and it can be very annoying too, is like they're not dealing with little things. They won't take on like Eden Prairie. If my leash isn't directly on my dog within a half second, I've got a police officer that's like, listen up. Here in Minneapolis, they're like, we don't care. That is, you are the least of our problems. And like, so are like these other random things. And it's like, so that happens with, then you're like, all right, these people are circle jerking in the woods, which is horrible. But they're sorry, we're dealing with a murder a half mile away right now. So
right. Yeah. Now it was something else, honest God. Those guys would stand there naked and grab their joint and then give us the finger across the lake. It's
you're so cool. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's so weird.
I know.
I know. And if you walked back there, there's just garbage everywhere. And it just was like,
I know.
Bad people.
That's
so
really
gross.
unfortunate. We loved living there. Our neighbors were, we had a couple of neighbors that were a little off kilter.
A little wacky.
Most of the neighbors out there were really good. They were really nice people.
Yeah.
Which was nice to see. But yeah, I mean, we all try to live the best lives we can and all the rest of it. And I don't know why some people just cannot be happy. No matter what happens in their lives, they hate you and you're going to have to pay because you have a better life than they do, which is not true. They just, they look at it that way.
Well, you see that a lot, even with like people, super well-off people.
Yep.
Like you hear all these stories about these neighborhoods where the properties are all $5-10 million, and it's like you've always got this one person who's like peering out their window and waiting for a leaf to fall on their neighbor's lawn, and it's like you have everything, and this is what you're concerning yourself with.
Yeah,
It's like
go
what
find
is
something
wrong?
productive to
Yeah,
do.
that's exactly what it is too. I don't know. So, Brittany, what's going on in your world? What's the latest?
Oh my goodness, what is the latest? It is my favorite season, which is award season. I know. Roll your eyes now, Tom.
I'm not rolling my eyes.
I loved watching the Golden Globes. I've watched so many movies this year, and I've really enjoyed a bunch of them. Did you watch? Did you end up watching at all the battles everywhere? One battle after another.
No.
That's
Good.
Leo running around like crazy in a robe. So fun. And then there's
Leonardo
another one I thought
DiCaprio?
you would. What's that?
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Really? I
Yeah,
like
he's
him.
this like
Good actor.
disheveled guy that used to be like super secret agent kind of vibes, and then like him running. It was so good. And then another one I thought you'd really like is Marty Supreme. Have you heard anything about that one?
No.
No.
That's Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, he's great. And he either
Yep.
has like the worst luck or the best luck ever. And I'd be so intrigued because
Yeah.
the whole concept is that he's like in New York and kind of like falls into bad things and good things and like somehow figures out a way to play ping pong across the seas. Like it's so fun, so chaotic, so anxious, but like a blast. I think you would like that one, Tom, too, because he's kind of scrappy. But
Yeah.
like has his priorities all wrong.
Yeah. Well, so what's that one called?
Marty Supreme. And
Marty Supreme?
yeah, and he and Timothy Chalamet just won now 2 awards in a row, Critics' Choice and Golden
Yeah.
Globes
Yep.
for Best Actor in That Was the Movie. So I think you'd like that movie. It's just so crazy.
He's really good. Yeah, he does a really good job. There's no question about that. I think I got to be honest with you, and I understand that the movie theaters are just getting torn down in droves now because people don't go to the movie theaters anymore, which I really do.
It's a
I
big
loved it.
space.
What's that?
It's a big space.
It is a very big space, very expensive now.
Yeah.
The taxes alone are huge. So I do miss going to the movie theater, but to be able to sit at home and have a nice television and watch all of these things that you're talking about, Kathryn's talking about, Andy's talking about, it's wonderful. No,
Yeah,
you're paying a lot more money than going to a movie. I will tell you that.
Although now you go to the movie theater and there might be 5 people in the whole thing. It's
Yeah, I
private
know.
screening.
Yes, as I with when I have because I have go-go every other weekend, so I fill a lot of my weekends with going to the movie theater, and I always loved going to the movie theater by myself. It's kind of like my favorite. Like, why would I want to bring somebody? Like, it's the time you don't talk
Right.
to anybody.
Right.
And I find that to be true. Is like I could be in the theater sometimes with like 4 people, and I'm always like, "Welcome to my house."
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
I kinda
Welcome
wonder-
to my house.
I wonder
Thank you
how
very
these,
much for your welcome.
these megaplexes that are in a mall,
Oh God,
because
yes.
malls aren't doing all that great either.
Yeah.
How are they paying to just
I have a feeling they're
exist?
not.
Yeah,
No?
they are totally revamping. They're trying to like pivot these malls around here in Minnesota. I mean, the one thing we have going for a mall in Minnesota is at least people are using it to walk around because it's so cold out.
Yeah.
Right?
But they're really leaning into like depending on the mall. Like EP Mall has been a lot of experiences now that you have to go there and experience, or like
Oh yeah.
the virtual reality things, or like there's like a freaking like paintball lasery tag thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yep.
then there's a war going on here in the Galleria versus Southdale.
Really?
Oh God.
So the Galleria used to be like the premier. People will
Yeah,
show up, dress
absolutely.
up, and like
Absolutely.
go buy their big purchases. Well,
Long time
Southdale
ago.
got bought by I forget the name, something with Scott or something, but it got bought by a big old one that was like, we'll show you premier. They took Lululemon. They've got Marc Jacobs, Coach, Gucci, or not maybe not Coach, but Gucci, Tory Burch. They took everything from them. So now Southdale is like, oh my God. It's just funny. You're like, which is the more Gucci?
Huh.
I know.
Interesting. Yeah, the Galleria used to always be where the high-end shopping was. For
Oh, the
years.
restaurants now.
Gabbert's left
Yeah.
there a while
Yep.
back. That was weird.
Tiffany's is moving to Southdale. Yeah, it's crazy.
I love those restaurants. We used to go to those restaurants in the Galleria all the time.
Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Blue's really good. Good
So
Earth
good.
is good. I
Good.
think they're
Okay.
still there, aren't they? They're
Good
still
Earth
there.
is still there.
Yep, they're still there. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a whole different. Isn't that amazing as time goes by? Because of what you can do with a telephone has changed the world.
1,000%.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, you can access anything wherever you are. And I mean, you've gotten a lot more control over your own life, but my God, it's changed since people use their phones.
Yeah.
If right now I go, man, I need a dopamine hit, and I go buy a $3,000 Gucci purse on my phone
Sure.
instead of walking into a store, I mean, that's a wild thought.
It really is thinking
I mean,
about
you
it.
can buy cars on your phone. You can buy houses on your phone. You don't have to go like see anything. I could buy a house sight unseen on my phone right now if I really wanted to. And the fact that people,
Well, the housing
So
market,
dumb.
not so much with the housing market, because actually they have a lot of stops because they don't want people buying stuff from overseas and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so you actually have to do a lot. It's actually super annoying as somebody who just bought a house, how much you actually have to do. Like, that's like still a weird process of like, can I buy this house? Okay, like there's a weird thing I have to do first. I have to like prove like the sit and reach of like the presidential. I have to like do like a weird stretch first. Okay. Yeah. All right.
we just bought a house in 2021. And yeah, oh God, I remember when we went to sign all the final documents. I'm pretty sure I was there for 5 weeks. Just signing my name over and over and over.
Yeah.
My
Still there.
hand
You're
is
out-
gone.
this is a fever dream. You're actually still
I'm
signing.
still signing the document.
Yeah.
Well, my name, I have to sign my legal name, Andrew Brandt Barnard, every single time.
Yeah.
Takes absolutely forever.
Yeah, and then you look at those closing documents, and it's like, oh, $1,500 in stamp tax.
Yep.
What's stamp tax? What
I know.
stamps?
And you're
There's
not
a
even
fee
buying
thing.
a house. Like, I don't own this house. I own the loan that
Yes.
owns this house.
Right.
Yeah,
And
there
that
you go.
realization
Yep.
is an existential crisis waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically you don't. I mean, legally you own the house, but financially you don't own the house.
I don't
Yeah.
know
Well,
this thing.
here in Florida, DeSantis is trying to eliminate property taxes
Yep.
for
But-
homesteaded houses.
So, it's
So
all
that
gonna
wouldn't
be
include
sales
it wouldn't
tax?
include commercial properties. It wouldn't include rentals or any sort of investors or anything like that. They would still have to pay property taxes on it.
Right.
But people that actually live in Florida and are homesteaded, he wants it gone.
That's not
And
a bad
I mean,
idea.
if that happens, I can't even imagine the amount of people that are going to move here.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I can't even
mean-
imagine. Well,
It's
'Cause right
thousands of dollars every year.
Mhm.
yeah, and one of the
Rented.
reasons there's so much of that property down there, especially in the West Palm Beach area, is so insanely expensive,
Right.
is because it's owned by like foreign hedge funds that are just sitting on it, waiting for the property to. Because, like, okay, sure, you're paying what $10,000 a year in property taxes, but every year you wait, its value is going up $100,000. So it's worth it for them to just buy these places and then just have them sit vacant until the bubble reaches its peak and then
Right.
sell it.
Right.
So there's
Well-
tons of vacant property out there and it's worth tons of money. And it's just like, it's kind of ruining the whole area.
Yeah, he's trying to stop that too. He doesn't want any BlackRock investment. He's doing a really good
Horrible.
job fiscally. I mean, Florida's doing really, really well. And he's like, we don't need the property taxes. All these little communities that think that, they're not going to get their money for this and that and the other thing because they don't have enough population. He said, we have plenty of money to support you without these property taxes.
Yeah.
Let me run this by you. There's a guy, and I can't remember his name. I've never heard of the guy, but he's one of the wealthiest people on earth. He bought 5 houses on Palm Beach Island.
Oh, God.
He's tearing them all down so he can build a $200 billion house.
What?
A house for $200 billion.
200 billion is like a whole community, isn't it?
Not out there. It's not. I can guarantee you that. There's a lot of houses out there.
It better be able to like launch and relocate. Like if I want to bring that thing to Italy, I should be able to fire up the rocket boosters and just head over the ocean for $200
Take
billion.
your house with you.
I mean, at least heated garage.
Yeah, that would be
You
good.
don't even need that in Florida.
Yeah, in Florida, you don't need a heated garage. You need a
I
cool
want the
garage.
option, Kathryn.
Maybe
I
it's
need
a rocket
the
launcher.
option.
What if it gets below 60? Got to heat that garage.
Right? Yeah, because like literally my parents, because they're in Florida, I just talked to my mom, was like, it's chilly today. And I'm like, go away.
I know.
Yeah, there you
We had
go.
the guy come in here and service the air conditioner.
Yep.
And he was like, do you want me to check the heat? And I'm like, heat? It has heat?
There's
He's like, yeah, they all have a
There you
heating
go.
coil in them. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. He said, well, it is going to get really cold overnight next week, like 40s.
Yeah, 40. It's gonna
And
get
I'm like,
really
I'll
cold.
put on a sweatshirt. I'm not going to turn on the heat.
like
And
now
did you-
it's the principle.
Would you look up and see the most expensive house on earth? Because somebody just sent me a message saying it's like near $500 billion.
It's
That's
probably
not
in
what they
Dubai
paid.
or something, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
I would
don't know.
think.
Yeah,
They
right.
just got endless amounts of money.
God, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a house.
Like there is a point of no return, and like I
Right.
feel this way so strong, like about purses, because we all know, like I love a good designer purse, but
Mhm.
when you start looking at like a $20,000 purse, and you're going to yourself, like
Oh, yeah.
I put half-eaten granola bars in this thing that carries thing from one to the
Yeah.
other. Like there's a
Yeah.
point of like this is
Yep.
ridiculous.
Yeah, when my car costs less than 2 purses, it's really kind of
Yeah, we got to start, which has many uneaten granola bars in it.
What'd you find out, Andrew?
I mean, it depends on your definition of house, because the most expensive house on earth would be Buckingham Palace.
Oh,
But,
I'm sure that's true.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
that makes sense.
That's
Kinda-
true.
kind of goes without saying. Second most expensive, 27-story private mansion in Mumbai, valued around $2 billion.
Only
And
$2
Mumbai is
billion?
one of the poorest
Yes,
places
incredibly poor.
in the world.
yep.
But this guy's got a $2 billion
168-car
house.
garage, a helipad.
68 car garage. Try
No,
to build that same
168.
place in America for $2 billion.
168,
Oh.
168. What?
168-car garage.
Make it 170. What the hell?
No, and
Very
let
good.
me tell you, I've been
Yep.
to India. India is cheap by all
Yeah.
standards. By
Oh,
all
God, yeah,
standards,
absolutely.
so cheap. So that $2 billion would be, I don't even know in America.
Actually, I wonder. Well, let's have Chat GPT estimate it.
Okay, I'm going to read this while you're looking that up. You ready? From TFFI SC, 200 billion. What is it? A Somali daycare?
Oh, God.
Lord Almighty.
Oh yeah, baby. Well, how much is that now? That's like 20 billion, isn't it?
Well, they know for sure it's around 9 billion. But
9
they're-
billion,
It's
but the
going.
thing is
It's
20
it's
billion.
climbing. They're now getting into the Medicaid and the Medicare transportation
Unbelievable.
fraud, and they're getting into all of these things. It's
It's-
just insane.
It is unbelievable.
They're thinking about 20% of your tax dollars have been going to fraud.
Yep.
I
In
don't doubt
Minnesota.
it.
Right? Feels
In
like feels
Minnesota.
fine. I don't even know. Like it's such a like a. I don't know when you talk about any of that stuff. You just go. I don't. If that's like in that population and that's happening, what other fraud? I'm sure more than that. If my paycheck is going to fraud, you know what I mean? Like.
Well, the thing is that this has been known about for so long
Yeah.
and basically sanctioned by the state.
It's so gross. The more you get involved in certain sectors like nonprofits that you think are great and you get involved in it, and you're like, oh my God. And not all of them. I volunteer at a
No.
lot of places, you know, like the dog rescues and stuff like that. But there's some you're just like, wait a minute. Why are we going out to lunch on this? Like, what are you just,
Right.
ugh,
Well, or you look at some of the salaries, you know, for some of these charities.
right?
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute. Why are they making almost $500,000 a year for a charity?
I have got. We got to take a break here. My God,
Yeah,
we
we really
have
do.
2 breaks left, and we only got 4 minutes left in the show.
Well, 9, but hey, who's counting?
What's that?
I said 9, but who's counting?
9 what? Oh, minutes left.
Yeah.
We'll do one at the very end. Okay, we'll take a break. Right? Can you stay for 6, 7 more minutes?
Yeah, of course.
Brittany?
I don't care.
Okay, we'll
We
be
got
right
nothing going on. You know
I
that.
just have to go to work. I have to go to work later, but like, I don't know.
All right, we'll be right back. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
The holidays are over. Your Christmas shopping is done. While November and December were about family, January is about decompressing and unwinding. Say, for example, isn't that amazing?
Yep.
The show's supposed to be over, so they're hammering the piss out.
Well, it's nice of them that they've been waiting.
No, I agree. It's really nice. January is about decompressing and unwinding. Say, for example, by listening to your favorite podcast while drinking hot chocolate out of your favorite podcast official mug. Just visit tombernardpodcast.com and click the merch tab to get started on making January yours. How nice was that I jokingly said, "Oh, listen, they're starting up. They must be listening to the show because they stopped."
I wonder.
That's so nice.
Yeah, we asked them to just, go to lunch till 12:45, and they've been really good about
They
it.
have.
That's
yeah.
so
Thank
nice
God.
of them.
Because
They
seriously, it sounds like a Harley Davidson is starting up in the middle of your house. It's so loud. It's so
It is.
loud.
It's very
You're just
loud.
like, oh my God.
But this is a classic building. It was built. What did they?
In the 80s, mid 80s.
In the mid 80s, and they're just completely redoing. It's gated, guarded. I mean, it's the safest place in
And it's
Florida.
a third of the price of downtown.
Yes, exactly.
6 minutes
Yeah.
away.
So what else is happening? We only got a couple of minutes left. We only got 6 minutes left here until we have to kick Brittany out.
GoGo started a new daycare.
Oh,
Yep, and it's I'm living the dream. It's about, I can see it from my front door.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
Well,
nice.
that's
very
nice.
They'll play
Yeah.
outside. Their big thing is like, it's so funny, and Andy knows this. I was like, so what's the curriculum? And she's like, so they just play.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They just play. Well,
This
that's a
age,
good thing.
there is no curriculum really.
And she spit out a bunch of things, but I was like, okay, cool. Because you always feel guilty, like I'm not doing enough. And she's like, honestly,
Yeah.
in this age, we're teaching them to follow direction, to play, to share, like interact, like do just have a day of being on, And I'm like, perfect. I love that. And another thing they do that I cannot say I do for GoGo is they go outside for like an hour.
In the cold.
And I'm like,
really? In the cold they do?
and they're like, yeah, as I was there with a bunch of like very granola moms when we did this walkthrough, and they're like, yes, it's so good for them. And I'm like, I don't go outside. I don't go outside. I'm not going outside.
Ethan's in preschool, and they'll cancel out outside time. I think if it gets below like 15 or 20.
I think there's some guidelines where they
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
just think about how long it takes to get the snowsuit on and the
Totally.
snow boots, and where are the mittens, and where are the hats, and where is this? And I mean, it takes 25 minutes just to get outside.
What's the thing about when it's warmer but it's snowy outside? One of the nice things to do for Ethan, if you want to have like 3 hours spare, you tell him to go play outside, because he'll get all of his stuff and he'll put them on, and that's going to take half of an hour. And then he'll go outside and he'll play for 30 minutes to an hour, and then he'll come inside and he'll take everything off, and he's got to hang it in front of the fireplace so it'll dry, because he doesn't like to keep it wet, and that'll take another half hour. And it's like, you got all the time in the world if he wants to go outside in the winter. But
That's amazing.
we're in that era right now, that like the part of the year where it's like the snow is hard and everything is just it's just like everything sucks about being outside right now. The beginning of winter is nice because the snow is fluffy. It's not that cold. It's fun.
And you got months and months of it.
And, I live in Minneapolis, so my yard is tiny. And it's literally a dog toilet at this point that's got like half frozen-y poop.
Oh,
so I'm like, when we go outside, we have to like walk to the creek and like be outdoorsy. And I'm like, I'm not that person. Like, as soon as it's warm out, I'm outside constantly.
Yep.
But this cold weather, and I know like, Alex's husband Dan and Alex, they're like, outdoors. I'm like, have you ever been to like the gym at Lifetime with your kid? Like, I like that vibe when it is this cold. I'm really bad about it. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Yeah,
All
Danelle
right.
says, I can't really remember back to grade school if we even went out in the winter. I'm sure I don't remember either,
We
to be
didn't.
honest.
Oh, we did. Oh,
We
we
didn't.
did.
I
I'm
think
sure.
we did.
I'm
I
sure
think
I
we
did.
do in
I just
elementary
don't
school.
remember.
St. Joe's? I don't think so.
I think in junior high that stops.
Oh,
Yeah?
Yeah, I think
have
in junior
recess.
high, but like elementary for sure. We're up to like 6th grade. We just like stand out there, and sometimes you just like huddle with people. Like, can we go in yet? And they're like, enjoy your time.
It's recess. You'll miss it when you're older.
No, I won't.
Oh,
See, now I'm going to have be kind of sorrowful all day long because St. Joe's, not only the school, but the church was torn down as well.
oh.
That
Mm.
church had been there for about 100 years, I think,
Well,
and they
that's too
tore
bad.
it down.
Why would they tear down a historical church like that?
I don't know. I don't get it. I loved going there when I was a kid.
They
So
were
they
like,
put the buildings there. That's why.
it was less holy
Yeah.
because Tom Bernard.
That's
had
what,
come
he took all the
through.
holiness out of it. That's exactly right.
It's been desecrated.
All right, Britt, we will talk to you soon.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Love you too,
Bye, love
Callie.
you too.
Bye.
Bye. Brittany. And by the way, this is this show. So I've known Brittany since she was 21. So when she says things like love you, she does mean it. That's nice to hear. Because I hear so many people in other places and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I hate this guy and I hate that guy. And get away from my car or I'll kill you. But I love to hear, hey, bye. Love you.
Oh, even
You
if
hear that
it's phony,
frequently?
it's a nice thing to hear.
That's
Oh,
true.
God, there's always somebody threatening somebody out on the street. I don't know what the hell that's
Oh,
about.
yeah, another shooting yesterday.
The last few times we went to West Palm Beach, I will say the area is getting a lot sketchier, a lot faster. Like I still love downtown West Palm Beach, especially like the City Place area is always nice.
Mm-hmm.
But like it would be 6, 7 o'clock or whatever, and we'd forget something, go to Publix, and the walk up to Publix was what, like 4 or 5 blocks or something like that. And
Yeah.
a
Yep.
couple times, like Melissa had this one run in with some crazy guy who threatened to kill Daisy.
Really?
Someone would approach me and bother me, asking me for money, that sort of thing. And that thing
Yeah,
never used to happen.
There is a homeless
That's
problem.
That's why we
Yeah.
moved right there, Andy.
But they're tearing down everything and
Yep.
building these very expensive things, and
Yep.
all of that's going to be pushed out, I'm guessing, eventually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, let's take that final break, come back, and wrap it up.
All right.
Why should your business bank with North American Banking Company? Here's Pete Wolf, owner of Robinson Rubber of Robbinsdale.
I partnered with North American Banking Company because I was able to talk to the president, and I know they have my back. They are much easier to talk to than those larger banks. The openness and flexibility has been the best part of banking with North American Banking Company. They understand small to medium businesses. No matter what part of the bank I am working with, North American Banking Company has the latest technology and friendly staff. I would absolutely recommend North American Banking Company to any of my closest colleagues if they want to have peace of mind in their business.
So why not bank where I bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? To learn more about North American Banking Company, go to nabankco.com. That's nabankco.com, or do what I do and stop by any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. We want our listeners to support local businesses, and the best way they can do that is by hearing about them first. So if you're looking to spread the word about your business, we'll work with you to get what you need. Whether you're looking for one spot a week or multiple a day, you can even schedule an in-studio interview for that personal touch too. If you're interested or simply want to ask some more questions, go to tombernardpodcast.com and click advertise with us up top. There you have it. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. St. Joe's was around almost as long as you have been, Tom. Oh, aren't you? That's hilarious. There's some hilarity.
Well, how long was it open?
Probably about 100 years. I don't think I'm 100 yet, but
St. Joseph's,
we'll get there.
Minneapolis. I wonder if we can find that out. Like when it.
Oh,
when
St.
it
Joseph's
opened.
on North Minneapolis, absolutely, is on 11th Street or 12th Street. Excuse me, is right off
Oh,
Plymouth
like-
Avenue.
Can I find out when it was built? I wonder.
Well, I'm sure you can. St. Joe's Parish, St. Joe's, whatever it is, something like that.
Whatever it's called.
We'll figure it out, right?
Oh yeah, St. Joseph's Parish Community.
Yep.
Yeah, 36th Avenue North. There it is.
No, different. That's different St. Joe's.
Well, geez, how many St. Joe's are there in North Minneapolis?
This one was on 12th Street, 12th Avenue and 3rd Street, just off of Plymouth Avenue. That's where the St. Joe's was that I went to for 6-7 years. Whatever it was. We'll look for it some other time. Not a big deal. So what else you got going, Andrew?
Colds. Still got colds.
Everybody still got colds?
Yep. It's not that bad. I don't know. I've had much worse colds in my life, but it could always get worse.
We're getting from the audience the line, isn't it lunchtime? Yes, it is. It's 11:47.
Yeah, well, it's for you. It's 12:47.
It is indeed. Absolutely.
Yep.
You guys must be hungry. That's why you're getting out of here.
No, we're getting out of here because we've already run 3 or 4 minutes longer than we normally do.
Jude is like, show's over. He's wagging his tail and coming over.
We could do a 24-hour broadcast if we wanted.
Oh, we better tell the workers because you're going to start hammering any second.
Oh, that's right. The workers. That's
all right, baby. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Every time I hear the same reminds me how you talking.